today. And we also have a very large social networking component, so students can talk to other students. So that we want to blow open the communication. We want to make it as easy as we possibly can. I mean, Obama talked, one of the things that he talked about was how he wants to make the financial aid process easier. It's so overwhelming. There's so much paperwork. It's really hard. You got to spend a lot of time doing that. Obama wants to make that easier. Well, you know, I would say the same thing about what we did at College Click. Again, what Glenn did at College Click is we wanted to make it easy for you. We wanted to let you go to one destination where you could find out as much as you possibly wanted, where a student could hear from another student, could be in a social network with another student, could read the blog of another student. So in every way, shape, and form, you were getting, you know, unfiltered, authentic information. And again, that's what resonates with that demographic today, and my guess is probably forevermore. These kids have access to all sorts of things that we didn't 10 years ago.
Encinitas, California. Parents line.
Hi, my name's Jane.
Hey, a parent. Hi.
Yes, thank you. I had a question about the viability of certain degrees that the kids are pursuing. For example, my daughter is in the TAG program, which is our, I'm sure you know what that is, but maybe other people don't, which is a 2-year degree to get into a 4-year university afterwards in environmental science, which I certainly approve of. I think that's a coming opportunity. However, my son is applying to the Musicians Institute in Hollywood, which offers a 4-year degree, but I just wonder about the viability of what he can do with that afterwards. Does your site offer information on that type of thing?
No, but we do give you links so that you can see about, I mean, there is, the big question is, so I spend all the money in my education, how long does it take me to pay back the loans? I mean, to give you a perspective, a good one, I think, is Obama owed $42,000 on his Harvard, from loans, and $42,000 from Harvard Law and tens of thousands from Columbia where he went undergraduate, and the way he paid him back was 2 books. I mean, and this guy's president of the United States. That's how he paid back his student loans. So there is the question of when I get out, how viable is what I'm doing vis-a-vis what I spent. And, you know, look, I don't know about any one career, any one profession, and I couldn't even guess where the world will be 5 years from now. A lot of us can't guess where we're going to be week. But my sister-in-law, who is a rock star, if she had asked me for advice, which she fortunately didn't listen, when she told me what her plans were, and I said, don't be ridiculous, a rock star? I mean, that's what you want to be? Well, she is. So, you know, I say that if your kid is passionate about doing something, if they're doing something that they love, they will be so much more successful in life. So I wouldn't debate if you have a college-bound student who's passionate, who really wants to do something, I would fully support that if I was you. They'll do much better in life.
Who is your sister-in-law?
Peaches. She's never come up in interviews before.
I'm just curious. Washington, D.C.,
okay.
Good morning. We're Eric Yaverbaum.
My name is Nadria Humphreys, and I'm calling from Washington, D.C., Southeast. And my question is directed towards students, independent students, who I see struggling every day because they cannot get the proper information regarding, like, tax credits they can apply for, and they actually struggle with getting into school because they have to write different essays and so forth just to get into different institutions. So I wanted to know, do you have any information regarding, like, tax credits, because it is tax season, and also scholarships that low-income students can apply for to attend school?
Well, you know, once again, I could probably reel off a million to you. Well, that's an exaggeration, 10. But I would go to FINAID, FINAID.com. They will be able to lead you where you need to go and give you a much clearer path. But I mean, there's so many things that I don't know whether people know about. I mean, the expansion of the Hope Credit, which is now called the American Opportunity Hope, which has gone from $1,500 to $2,500 per year. If you, I mean, the Pell Grants that are going to jump from 4,700 to 5,300 next year. The Perkins program, if you don't know about the Perkins loan program, you should absolutely look into that. I mean, Obama's talking about raising what we have there from $1 billion to $6 billion, but nevertheless, no matter what it ends up being, you want to look into the Perkins loan program. And by the way, it's finaid, FINA.org. But you should also check out our website. Don't forget us.
One more call, Mountain View, California.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
I was a Stanford student, and I was also a tour guide. So I experienced a lot of what you're talking about, and I appreciated your advice to the parent who just called asking about the viability of her student's degree. I think that's a big pressure that students often face, and unfortunately doesn't go addressed very well. But I just wanted to mention two things. First is, do you do a good enough job of communicating to students who are poor, just like a previous scholar and myself? I'm a first-generation college student. Do you communicate enough to us to say, hey, you know, it's going to be cheaper for you to apply to a school like, you know, Harvard or Stanford than it would be for you to go even sometimes to your state school next door? And that's something not many people know, and they often...
Well, I don't know if I do a good enough job communicating it, but I was just trying, and you heard.
The second question is also about, so in addition to bridging socioeconomic gaps, the second question pertains to kind of the nature of the search, because a lot of times students and parents will be on these tours together, and the parents are expecting something very different from the information process than the students are. And what I think is interesting is that there's some questions that we were taught are just sort of a lose-lose, like asking about alcohol on campus. I mean, if you give the answer, you know, the honest answer, the parents aren't happy. If you give the unhonest answer, the students aren't happy. And truthfully, I think that the part of the process that needs to be improved is that students need to start asking themselves the right questions. You know, what do I want to study? What am I passionate about? What am I good at? And rather than this, what I call a bass-backwards approach to choosing your major, where you'll say, I want to be a doctor or a lawyer, and so that means I need to major in this, which means I need to take these classes. And you sit, you know, around sophomore year, you see so many students trapped in, you know, a chemistry class that they hate, or they're in an econ or an accounting class that they can't stand. And
We'll leave it there. Thanks.
Well, actually, I was one of them. I was a accounting major, which was definitely the wrong major for me. Fortunately, I didn't do well enough and switched to marketing, but I did feel that sense of, you know, being trapped. And it's interesting having a tour guide call in, because what you'll see, even to the question of liquor. I mean, what do you say? The parents don't like the answer. The kids want to hear an answer. I mean, here's the reality. There is kids drink at college. And if you're a parent, you need to know that, or you can put your blinders on and pretend that it doesn't happen. But you need to help be a partner with your student, with your college-bound student, but it's not your decision. And I mean, obviously, if there's fiscal parameters, but let them decide. This is all about giving them the best springboard for the rest of their life. It's not even about these 4 years. It's the best springboard they'll get. The ad that we have running right now is Obama speaking, talking about it will be the best investment you ever made. There's so much information and data out there that shows that those that get a college education, how much more money they make over the course of their careers and lifetimes than those who don't go to school.
Eric Yaverbaum with collegeclicktv.com. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks so much.